Hello.
Yo, what's up, Pete?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud, yeah, good.
Okay, cool. Let me check if people on the chat can hear you. Yo, guys, can you hear Pete? I think they can hear you, right? I think the volume is
Hopefully.
Yeah. So...
Thank you for the invite, Naz. What an experience.
Oh, dude. Don't tell me that, dude. I'm an experienced myself. I literally, like, 3 minutes before the start, I was like, what am I supposed to ask him, dude?
Well, I was setting up an overlay. I was like, oh, which overlay should I use? Because I'm streaming as well, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, which overlay should I go for? And I've left like an hour to sort it out, but it always seems like right to the last second I'm sorting stuff out. Oh, it's just...
Yeah.
But we're here, we're good.
Yeah, we're good, dude. How you been, dude?
Yeah, well, I was doing some shooting this morning just for like the promotional video of one of the bands I conduct.
Oh, holy shit.
I'm glad you messaged me when you did though, because I was literally in bed. I was naked when you called.
Oh wow, dude! Well, the first time, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad you got me up when I did, because I would have been late otherwise. So thanks for that early morning call.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome. If you need to be woken up when you're naked, just let me know, dude. I can do it all day long, dude.
I think that could be a service. So look, people who are subscribed to your channel get an early morning wake-up call by yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's something. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I reckon that should be something you should look into. I reckon.
Yeah, Chad. Now you're gonna get another service. If you sub, you're gonna get a call from me. Just don't forget to be naked, okay?
That's amazing. How have you been?
Yeah,
Are you good? How was your stream?
Oh, stream was good, yeah. Just a short stream, you know, because we're gonna have like a podcast with you and then some other stuff to do. Because you know, tomorrow Darkest Dungeon 2 is gonna, or tonight is gonna come out. Do you know anything about it?
I'm gonna put my hands up and say I do not know much about Darkest Dungeon. Could you summarize it for me so I understand?
I mean, imagine the game where you just suffer and then everything just turns to the into your worst nightmare despite all your effort. That's kind of like that's the Darkest Dungeon here for you, and that's a great game, and it's been created like 4 or 5 years ago, and finally, like today or tomorrow, the second part is gonna come out, the second game, and a lot of people are excited about it. And yeah, Darkest Dungeon has like a very good community, and I've met a lot of cool people there. So I think you should try it out also if you want, you know.
Yeah, is it like that, like a real-time strategy game? Turn-based?
Turn-based, yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool,
Mm-hmm.
I always, when I come across your streams, I'm like trying to catch up, and you've named characters
Yeah.
over some of your viewers. I think that's really cool as well.
Yeah.
It gets everyone involved. I don't know how my character's doing it all, but he's probably messing the whole plan up as usual, as per.
Well, about that, he's a long time dead in the previous multiverse. We created a new one, and
You kidding me? My character's dead already.
yeah, I guess, dude. But your character was rocking it though. I can give you another one because it's a new one, but yeah, it's a
Please, I think I was the knight, wasn't I, before? Is he the best?
Oh, of course, he's the best, dude. The best of the best, dude. Just slashing.
What class is that? What class is it? Has he got like a class? Like, is it like a knight class or like a mage, or is that?
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong.
a crusader one.
A crusader.
Yeah.
Crusaders are the best though, right?
Yeah, sure. Like the best speed, best damage, all top stats, dude. It's all to you, dude. Obviously. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna take your word for that. So if I get this game and I get a load of crusaders and I end up losing, that's on you, Naz. That's on you.
You know what to say? Blame the player, not the game, and I guess this was gonna come up also with that thing. You know? Dude, what have you been playing recently also?
I've been playing Valorant.
Oh shoot.
Yesterday, I started playing it for the first time yesterday. I thought, oh look, hey, it looks fun. I haven't played any competitive shooters in a while,
Mm-hmm.
so I thought, why not? why not see what is? And it's free as well, isn't it? So at no expense.
Yeah.
And it's tough, man. It's tough. It's so you need really fast reactions. I'm getting old now, approaching 30.
Whoa. You're young as fuck, dude. Come on, dude. Like, dude, I have so many friends that are like, oh, you know, I'm old now. I'm like getting 30, dude. Come on, bro. You're just like, you know, it's just, it's hard to compare to the kids who are like started playing these games like since they're super young. Obviously, like this is why, not because you're old or anything. So, you know.
I'm going to end up like you soon playing real-time strategy games because I can't move the mouse quick enough.
Wow, dude. Are you trying to throw something at me, dude? This is not the reason why I'm playing those games, okay?
Oh, it started now. It started.
Yeah, sure, dude. Nah, just because I love those kind of games. Obviously, if I would want to play the shooters, I would definitely be good at this, for sure.
Yeah, because you don't really play first-person shooters, do you? Really?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. It is.
I mean, so we both play quite different. I mean, the week before I was playing Medieval Dynasty,
Holy shit.
which I discovered, which is like a micromanage settlement builder game, it's sick. It's great. I love that kind of stuff where you micromanage and build your own little town, and you can get people to join your settlement, and everything's also like automated. So you build up this like self-sufficient community. It's amazing. I didn't think there was anything like it before. And now Valorant, I'll be prioritizing that between now and December. But yeah, just a huge mix, and I'm thankful to like people that. What do you think about as a streamer going from game to game and getting your viewers to sort of be on board with changing games with you?
Well, it depends, right? I think there are like two ways, right? First way, which I don't like, is when you prioritize in one game and you grind a lot in this game, and it probably should be like a multiplayer one, and you kind of like base your community around it. And it's kind of, I think, dangerous, because if your community like formed around the game, and you're gonna burn out eventually, right? You're gonna move on and you're gonna lose a lot of people. Whereas if you do a lot of variety, it's way harder to grow as a streamer, right? In terms of like the numbers or the people. But the people who tend to stick, they usually just support you no matter what the game. They just like your company and stuff like that, and the community. And I think it's more pleasant, you know. So
Yeah. It's because you're gonna enjoy it more if you, as a streamer. And surely it's gonna be more enjoyable to watch you enjoying yourself instead of treating a game like an actual job.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good for everyone, and it's good that the viewers are on board with that, which is really, really nice.
Yeah. But yeah, then again, like you had the people who we kind of like chill and talk, right? And you have fun. But then when you move to completely another game, completely different game, could be super boring to watch or whatever. Pathfinder, don't want to mention it again. But there was like a game which I played for like 43 days back to back, because the game was the longest. It's the longest game I've ever played, and it was probably boring to watch, you know. But people still stayed and stick to it, and I'm very grateful for that. So, but yeah, it was something like that.
No, it's good. It's good. I've at the odd time when I've come into your streams and things, and there's some awesome. You seem to have got some awesome people in your chat.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And I love it when they also start taking the piss out of you as well a little bit. That's also very amusing.
Well, that's what I wanted, you know. Like I like to feel like people can, if they feel bad or they feel like maybe stressed out or on work or whatever, they can just come and like shit in the streamer, and I can shit on top of them also, because I'm like frustrated with the game and we're good with it, you know. Like,
come to Naz's stream where everyone shits on each other.
Yeah, dude, it's a great fucking thing, dude. I don't know.
Yes, it's what you need.
Yeah,
it's what you need. It's the most sort of pure form of I don't know, what's like a release. Yeah.
But
to escapism. Yeah. Which is why we're all here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think the situation with that is like when you kind of push the border between, like, you know, like between the strangers or between the people, you have certain borders, right? Where you're like with mates, you suppose like if you have friends, right, you probably have like, you're just shit talking each other all over again, and it's kind of nice. You're just laughing about it, right, and it's cool. So I'm kind of like trying to form the same thing, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, banter.
Yeah, that's the banter.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, something like that.
And most of your viewers will be all excited for the launch tomorrow. Is that right?
Most of them, yeah, I think so, because there'll be a lot of pain and suffering, and I'll be salty, and I'll be screaming and yelling, and I don't know, they freaking love it. They'll shit when I'm yelling and do this scary face because I cannot control my emotions, and they just...
The scary face?
Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know, I noticed sometimes when I'm super...
Do you need to try hard for that?
No, it just comes out, dude. It just comes out.
Just turn that camera on and then there you go, there it is.
Yeah, like it just happens, dude.
I haven't taken the leap to do a face reveal, you know. It's something like I've been thinking about, but at what point? I mean, it's part of my profession as well. Why I don't show my face. There's loads of reasons. But it's like trying to take that leap and get the confidence to put the face cam on. It's quite intimidating, isn't it? Well, well, me personally, I don't know about how you found it.
Well, I was deeply insecure about this shit. Pardon. Is that okay? Dude, I'm swearing a lot, dude. Are you okay with this? That I'm like swearing all the time, cussing, and like...
swearing?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, sweating?
Yeah, I'm just cussing. I mean, just saying shit and piss and fuck all the time. Is that okay? Or...
Well, I sort of took the first leap of that. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, gotcha. Well, it's like, it was nervous at the beginning, and I didn't actually want to do this because I wanted to stay completely private and have like nothing known about me, right? But I don't know, just decided to go with it, and it was stressful at the beginning, but then it's just nothing. You turn on the camera and you don't even pay attention to it. I think you should do it whenever you're comfortable with it, you know?
Yeah, because some people do it as like a big, like maybe 1,000 followers face reveal, or even 100 followers face reveal.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point do you then take a leap and sort of all the mystery goes, and it's everyone's idea of you is realized, which is quite an interesting sort of thing. It's like they've built up this... I mean, I've got an avatar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
That looks a little bit... Yeah, it looks pretty much like me. The one previous was dreadful. It was like he had curtains, like side parting. It looked awful. It looked nothing like me. I have no idea why I chose it. But sort of building up that sort of identity is quite cool. They can build like the perfect version of you, or however they want. They've got freedom in that.
Well,
I think that's quite cool.
You probably heard about the VTubers, right?
Yeah, I've come across some of them. I wouldn't know where to start with that though, with all the technology and setup.
It's not that hard as far as I know. Like the expensive models and like the face tracking and stuff like that, the highly high quality stuff of course costs money, but you can start up with free stuff. And for some people, I think it's kind of like in between of anonymity and a webcam, where you can just create this digital avatar of yourself, right? And you can show it, and you're not gonna be stressed out, and you can do some maybe funny or weird stuff, and people tend to like it. Some people don't like it, obviously. Some people like it. It just depends. I think you should go with what you like the most, probably. You can try it out and see if you want.
I'll go with some crazy character, something outrageous maybe. Like a giant banana man or something. Just something ridiculous. A fruit bowl as an avatar. What do you think?
Yeah, just get
something mad.
Googly eyes on top of it. That'll be fun. On
yeah.
top of it. And then you can actually integrate some of the, I think, channel rewards toward like this avatar manipulation, where people can spend their channel points and you can change the shapes or the form of your avatar. So it could be a cool idea also. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you talking to your chat at all? Because a few people have popped into mine. Are we ignoring our chats?
Well, we're not ignoring. I'm reading what they're saying. It's just most of the time it's kind of, you know, they'll get over it.
I mean, I'll say hello to them. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you missed out, this is what this situation is. It's Naz and myself doing a cool sort of chat and seeing how far we get. See what topics we come across.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Face reveals came up. I mean, no one wants to see my ugly mug.
Oh, come on, dude.
Not yet, anyway. Christ. Maybe later on, in later life.
I bet there's a handsome devil behind this this avatar with this charming voice, dude.
Hopefully, my face matures like a wine. That's what I'm hoping on, but I'm crossing my fingers here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, like the whole experience with the chat is saying hi to you. Like you're streaming right now, and the people like saying in my chat stuff, they're saying hi and stuff. But yeah, most of the time when there's a conversation like that, I tend to focus more on the guest and like I read the chat. But if I'm gonna just read every message and then I'm gonna shift, it's gonna kind of like ruin the dynamic, I think. So I'm like, if people gonna come up with the questions, I can,
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, in case like anyone's got like wants to touch on any topics or any points of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like mentioned that you're into arts, right? Like in the art world and in general, like, can you share like anything about it or?
Yeah, like music mainly. Like one of the things I have shared is that one of my roles is musical director. Yeah. Which is of all kinds of music. I wish I was a singer, which I could do some cool little Twitch streams like that, but I'm rubbish at singing. But yeah, that's sort of one of my roles in the arts as a musical director.
And
it's pretty cool.
What is your I don't know, like what are you supposed to do? Like, you have like a composition and you kind of like, I don't know, what exactly, like, I don't know if that's okay to share. Like, you can just stop me if I'm just crossing.
No! How dare you ask a personal question? No,
yeah, no, right.
No, like sure. So one of the projects I'm doing at the moment is doing Grease. The musical Grease.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 1950s. No, not 1950s, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of music based around the greasers and all that kind of culture, with some good music. And it's just I play piano or trumpet, as well as directing and stuff. So that's one of the projects that's going on at the moment. And I was doing some filming this morning to do like an interview sort of promo video.
Wow.
Like I'm looking across the room now at my setup. It's like the most low budget sort of photo shoot filmmaking studio ever. I've got like a £5.99 tripod, which is ridiculous, which I just mounted my phone on, and then I've got like a little lamp, and then I've got a house plant as the backdrop, and then that's it.
But I mean, it works, right? If it works, it works.
It's all in the post. That's what I'm telling myself. It's going to be all in the post.
Dude, this is crazy, dude. I didn't even freaking imagine that. I remember we were kind of discussing this stuff when, like, a long time ago. It was like half a year ago, and it's crazy that you're actually like involved into this very complicated stuff. Because, dude, music for me is just completely another world. I'm just like literally don't understand anything about it. I'm just like this caveman who like, I like it. I don't like it. Like.
No, you seem to like you were quite clued up on like your musical taste. I mean, what is your musical taste, Naz?
It doesn't exist.
What do you mean? When you're showering, Naz, or you wake up, you go in the shower, what do you put on?
I like jazz.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I like maybe 70s, 80s funk music also. But if you're gonna ask me like who's my favorite artist and stuff like that, I just don't remember the stuff, right? I just save the playlists and that's it. I just play them on and it just goes, And
yeah, when I listen to music, it just depends on what mood I'm in. Like if I'm driving, I'll be listening to this kind of music. If I'm showering, I'll listen to that type of music. If I feel sad, I'll listen to this. And it goes on like that. It's like I don't know. You might be the same. You just have a certain mood instead of just listening to one set.
Like, how does like, obviously if you know a lot about the music, right? Is it hard for you, or is it easy for you to? I would assume it's hard for you to find something very like. I would assume like a person who doesn't know anything about the music, they can like, that sounds cool, that sounds nice. But if you have like the education or you involved into the work, I bet you can spot some like mistakes or spot some maybe, I don't know, like imperfections in the compositions, no? Or like,
yeah, it's weird. Put simply, yeah. But there's like the genres like classical music, right? Like, should we still be listening to Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin? Should we still be listening to all this? Because obviously, if you turn on the UK top 40, Beethoven isn't going to be there, is it?
Yeah.
So, and I think what I've sort of come up with is that you need to have some kind of education to actually understand what is going on in that genre. We listen to it different. Now you turn on a pop song by Ed Sheeran, and it doesn't take the audience can quickly understand the lyrics. It's 4 chords, and it's very sort of basic in that sense. Not to say that it's bad, but I think it's just the way we listen and what we expect from music is different to some of those earlier genres. Yeah.
But
so like musicians, yeah, we understand, we can analyze in our heads what is going on, all the processes of what the composer has done. Like I love Billie Eilish, right? Because her music is really quite, pop music, still really quite experimental and advanced in parts.
Really?
And I love it. I love it for that. It's sort of same with like Lana Del Rey. It's really quite nice. But yeah, that's just one thing. Looking at earlier genres and stuff, it's just, I think we just listen to music different and we expect different things out of the music we get from. Like if I want to headbang, I'm not gonna listen to Mozart. I'm gonna turn on like Slipknot or something like that, aren't I?
Yeah.
Or System of the Down, Godsmack. If I want to dance, I'm not gonna listen to Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven.
Yeah, just casually dancing with those, like old school freaking costumes and stuff, right?
Actually, to be fair, there's probably some people that actually do that, isn't there? Get all in their rave gear, all their like colourful clothes, absolutely smash it out to Mendelssohn.
It's insane. Time to dance, either the sonata or how you call it, right? I don't know. It's
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just insane, like how music evolved. Probably, I think. Oh, I have a question for you, which I kind of like wanted to ask. Since like there are a lot of time passed since the compositions of Mozart and Beethoven and whatnot, right? And music obviously develops, especially in our age. Like there's so many artists, so many musicians and stuff. Do you still think there are like some sort of frontiers where people didn't discover yet, or it's kind of like already reaching its limit where like you can see or hear similar motives and like the structure of the music itself,
So there's always a movement of experimental music going on to try and find things that we've never heard before. I just wish I was around like in the 80s.
Why?
When people first started, well, not first, but were really starting to master the use of like synthesizers and stuff, because the progression of technology and PCs and things were becoming a lot cheaper to do and were made commercial, yeah? So people had more access to these things. And then it started coming across in films, so these weird sound effects from synths came into the 80s, and then that triggered probably the massive sci-fi sort of race in the 80s. And I just wish I could be one of those people that have experienced hearing something for the very, very first time. Like we've already listened to like most of the sounds that exist right now, because we can just design them ourselves using software.
Yeah.
or sample things from everyday life. We have the technology to do that now. It's always trying to find that new sound or effect that you've never ever heard before. I think that would be quite cool. But, go on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like think about it, right? If people are like, do you think people are mostly trying to chase the sound or the effect, or they're actually trying to find or chase not the genre, right? But like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, do they mostly trying to focus on the essence of it, like the smallest components, or like completely like new way? You know what I mean? Or what do you think?
It could be like a chicken and egg situation. What comes first, the sound or the instruments or the genre, or both at the same time?
Yeah.
So, I think once it's a tool, sound is a tool. Once you have the tool, you're then able to experiment in ways which you can use that.
Yeah.
So I think it would be the sound first, and then out of it will come a genre. But there's loads. There's websites with huge genre maps. There's thousands of genres and genres within genres and fusions and all sorts. Like when you said jazz, it's like that came around 1800,
yeah.
1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
And Wynton Marsalis, he's a famous jazz musician for the Lincoln Jazz Orchestra. He quoted, like, when you learn all the rules, in classical music, you'll learn your simple little nursery rhymes as you learn in an instrument, and you'll learn all the rules, and then once you've learned all the rules, you've mastered all this classical music and you can play chords. The only way to go then is break them. Break the rules.
Yeah.
So that's when you get genres like that turn things inside out, and they break rules, and you have more creative freedom, and you're just playing with things, all the tools you have available that you've mastered. I think that's great. That's why I love jazz.
It was developing like quite significantly, right, in the past. I think, like, not in the past, is it mostly like in the first half of the 20th century, right? Where it's like, maybe I'm wrong, but I've like kind of, maybe I've watched like a part of a documentary where the music was, especially like in this jazz area or whatever, like it was forming in such a drastic way, then it just, I don't know, it's like, it was like a rapid expansion, no? Or, because I don't know, like, is it true, like, where it mostly like in the first half of the 20th century when music started to like completely diverge from the like classical, the old school stuff, and like,
yeah, you've got people traveling all over the place as things became more accessible. You've got people in New Orleans became this massive hub of blues, of jazz, and everything in between, and you've just got all these traditions clashing and forming new things, and it's to do with just which is really cool. It's just like people meeting and collaborating. And then you get the genres within the genre. When you say jazz, I mean, what type of jazz? Yeah, it's like there's Chet Baker jazz, there's Glenn Miller jazz, there's all sorts, there's big band stuff. It's mad. Even that's like such a broad spectrum in itself. So I'm picturing you right now, Naz, waking up, going in the shower, and you turning the jazz on and listening to some smooth jazz in the shower. Is that what? Because that's all you've let on so far.
I mean, it's kind of calming, you know, like, or when you're cooking or you're showering and you hear this smooth, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have this, the first thing when I think about jazz is smooth, you know, like, it's just, it just goes into the mood. You're like cooking or you're showering, it's just like, it feels good, you know. And when you want to dance or whatever, I don't know, it's more of a like a funkish. I don't know, it's just kind of like, maybe you're actually right about, like, you have different moods and different music, right? For that. But yeah, like, like I have someone mentioned, like, in the chat, what is a Blue Oyster Cult Masters of Cowbell? What is that?
Oh, what is that? I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
like,
sounds fun.
yeah, it sounds cool. I just have no idea what it is. I might check it out then, if that's what it is.
What is it? Masters of Cowbell?
Yeah, Masters of Cowbell. And I would assume title is Blue Oyster Cult, or maybe it's a band. Maybe it's actually quite a fancy name. I don't know what it is, but.
What?
They use a cowbell in a lot of their songs. It's really weird. Maybe it's just like it's a band. Oh, okay. It's a band, and apparently it's is it like an experimental music or something? Maybe.
I'm typing Masters of Cowbell Oysters into YouTube. You don't want to know what's coming up.
What's up? What's up there?
It's just like I've got loads of pictures of cows. It's just like loads of footage of cows in a field in like the Swiss Alps.
Oh.
Oh, there's Bavarian cowbells.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
He says it's a classic rock kind of. Okay, gotcha. Because I was like, what is that, dude?
Wait. Cowbell meditation. Relax with peaceful cowbells. 1 hour video. Cowbell meditation in 4K.
Dude, there's so many weird videos on YouTube where it's literally like nothing happens, right? But it's so calming, and there are a lot of people that are just watch this video. It's just so weird, right?
I may have to click on this.
Yeah, click on it.
Hey dear.
It's crazy. Like I heard like I remember like the YouTube recommended me like a video where there was like Swiss Alps or whatever, like there was like a lady trying to sing, and then the cows were like going towards her because they heard her voice, and it's like a specific, I would assume like folk, or how do you go, folklore or whatever, the
yeah
music where it actually like designed to attract the cows or whatever. I was like, what the heck is this? But it's fun.
I've sent you that link. Of what I've came across. It's just cows in a field for an hour with cowbells chiming.
Cows meditation.
I mean,
oh my god.
Click on it. I can kind of get it.
Ah,
I
shit.
can kind of get it.
Yeah, I can see they're literally on the meadows right now.
The guy who uploaded that YouTube video is probably he's got 2 more views now. He's got 969 views.
Hell yeah.
And he's probably thinking, how are people coming across this video?
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
It's crazy when you think about it, how we actually came up on this, right? Someone just mentioned in the chat about, like, we're talking about the music, right? And then we try to find this band, and it's completely like, I don't know. It's very interesting how this whole thing works.
The whole YouTube hole. Are you like a victim to that sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. When
the rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's like whenever you finish the work and you cannot sleep, you just start watching the things which you like, and then at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. you end up in some, I don't know. I'm building the hut in the wilderness. Watch me. And there's literally no commentary. The dude just using the simple tools and just creates like a hut or.
No way! I love that stuff, the primitive stuff.
Yeah, that's the primitive technology, right? That's so sick, dude. It's mesmerizing.
I watch it when I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. And then also, if I can't sleep, I watch like wild camping.
What's that?
It's like when they go out into the wilderness with just nothing, and they build their own little shelter, and then cook like really nice food as well, like out in the wild. And like when it's snowing or in the middle of spring, autumn, and it's so relaxing to watch. It puts me to sleep like straight away.
Yeah, like I can imagine like there's something mesmerizing about this, right? When just people just do their work like or they're in the nature, right? And just no like extra noise, like no noise in terms of like information and stuff, right? You don't have those. No one is bombarding you with more memes or whatever. You're just chilling and watching it. It's very, very calming, I think.
It is, yeah, because they're isolated as well. It's like, I wish I lived in a place like, Canada or something, where there's just like loads of land, and you could go, and it's it's not like you're away from everyone's civilization. I mean, in the UK, unless you go to like Scotland, like in the Highlands, there's very little place where you actually can. I mean, even places like the Lake District, where it's still quite isolated, but you still get people who are also doing the same thing as you in the same place, like walking in a national park area with the dogs, with the children. It's like there's not a lot in the UK where you can actually do that.
Yeah. I think it's how does it affect the like even in the countryside, right? You still bump up on like a lot of people, right? You still see a lot of people. Is that true? Like
yeah. I live in the countryside and in quite an isolated place, but there's still other people also living around, walking the dogs, and which is fine.
Yeah, but how dare they, right?
There's other people here, which really pisses me off.
Yeah, get off my property now.
Yeah. But no, it's okay. It's nice to come back to a more isolated place. I don't know about you. Are you a city guy or do you like the countryside if you had to pick?
I would probably live in the countryside. If I would just need stable internet and that's it. Like that's all what I would need. But I love hiking. I hiked a lot in Yellowstone, like National Park, the super volcano stuff, in the States, right? And they had so many trails, and I hiked before that, but I just the summer I spent there, I just fell in love with this. The mountains, the trees. I don't give a fuck about I don't give a damn about the beach, about the sea. I need the mountains. I need the forest. That's my jam, dude.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit back and just listen to you talk now. I can just imagine this.
Yeah, it's
this lovely picture you're painting me.
Dude, the freshest air I've ever breathed in, dude. It was so good. The views there, the wildlife. Obviously, the wildlife is dangerous. Thus, like on my Twitch channel, I have like rules on the channel, right? And one of the rules is don't run from a bear. Because I found out that there are so many bears in North America, right?
No doubt. You had a bear chase you?
No, it wasn't chasing me, but I've encountered the bear, and one of the core rules in the national parks, just don't run from a bear, dude. It's gonna chase you down. It can run faster than the car, and you're like probably gonna bump into it among the trees, and it can wait if you're gonna climb the tree. If it's a black bear, it can just climb the tree. So you don't run from them.
I've seen some like videos on YouTube. You just have to like stand tall and face them. Is that what you just have to kind of do?
No, you need to bring the bear spray. That's your only chance to survive this. Because if you try to scare them, you might provoke them, and they might think that you're trying to threaten them, right? Threaten them. And if it's a mama bear with cubs, you're screwed, dude. Because she is extremely aggressive. Even the male, like grizzly bears or black bears, they never screw the mama bear because they're so fearsome. And the cubs, they could be curious, they might approach you, but dude, what do you do, right? If you run from them, she might chase you. If you try to touch them or pet them, she just gonna bite your head, and it's very scary.
That's not good.
Yeah, so
it's not a good day, is it?
Yeah, you
when
see,
mama bear kills you.
Yeah, just you see the bear cub, you get the hell out of there, dude. You don't try to chase it. You don't try to, just don't do it. Just you see, that's the most dangerous thing you might see in the forest is the fucking bear cub. That's it. Because
you don't want to know mama bear coming after you.
Yep.
Because that'll be it. Well, that sounds terrifying. You've put me off going for a walk in the woods now. Not like we have bears here, but I'll be thinking twice.
It's not that bad, especially if the area where we live in, it's the people could be seen there. It's mostly like national parks where the wildlife is preserved in its natural state, where they're not used to humans, and there are dumb people who try to feed wild animals and do other stuff like that, and it's very bad. And there are a lot of rules.
Yeah, I've seen that happen, like for social media or for doing YouTube videos. Some of these idiots just going up and like purposefully looking out for wildlife, but doing it in a like a really sort of educated and untrained manner. Is just a bit daft, isn't it? It's just really, really quite silly.
Yep.
Because Mama Bear will be after you.
Yeah.
Especially if she's got cubs.
Especially like they don't understand the danger. They just do it probably for the social media and stuff like that. They don't think how maybe even if they're not gonna attack you, they might get accustomed to human beings, and the next time they're not gonna fear human beings, and they might check for food or approaching a human territory, and someone might get hurt. And if a human being is gonna get hurt, the people have to chase down and put down the animal. So it's very dangerous. Speaking, there's a mama bear with cubs. I have like on my screen right now the slideshow of the picture. It's a pretty cute picture. But yeah, Florida man and alligators. Well, Soren actually knows a lot about it apparently, dude. He's just talking about the alligators and how some people just have pet alligators and stuff.
What, there's a guy in your chat who does alligators?
No. He doesn't have an alligator, but he. I would assume.
Because like, where's he from?
He's from NA. I think Soren, you're from Florida, right, Soren?
I thought everyone from Florida has a pet alligator. I thought that was like a thing.
Yeah. Just come up here, We have all those
alligator and a jacuzzi. That makes you officially from Florida.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Like alligator with the shades, with
Yes, yeah. I need to take a break from my hot tub to take my alligator for a walk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know who this guy is. I'm just like ripping into. I'm sure he's a lovely man.
Yeah, he is. He's a great dude. We actually, I had my first podcast with him. He's the first person I had the podcast with. He's a very chill, cool dude. So
yeah, how long have you been like doing this like sort of chats on Twitch?
Not that often, because most of the time when I ask people, do you want to do this, they're like, yeah, I would love to do it, but it's that kind of maybe not. And you actually the first you like
the that means no, and I'm gonna forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're the first person in a long time who immediately said, dude, let's do this. I would love to do this. And thus I thank you for that,
No, thank you, Naz. Thank you. I feel privileged to be talking with you in your chat, and it's nice. I just love the idea of like collabs and creating stuff and talking and learning things about people. I think it's just awesome.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of cool things, even like the new ideas and the things. Sometimes it's hard to get the grasp of it. Like when people in the chat like try to give you like a new information or stuff like that, sometimes it could be a little bit disconnected, but when you hear the voice, it's more of a more direct approach. I think how we learn stuff and share ideas, I like it. This is
of course.
Yeah.
Do you have any more like exciting? I know you've got to do this like podcast thing, but with your chat, and you're doing the new game tomorrow. But are there any other more exciting things coming up that you've got, or ideas that you want to do with your channel?
Well, a couple. I was going to try to do a movie night, where you're probably gonna watch. Like I'm gonna watch the movie, but probably this movie should be like accessible, that you can actually watch it, online or something. And we're probably gonna watch it in Discord maybe, and I don't know, just watching movie with people, but probably everyone's gonna be muted. It's just the sheer idea of that there are people, and maybe there will be a chat where you can type. Maybe it will be in the Discord. I think it could be a cool idea. And
well, yeah, wouldn't you? What are the like copyright rules for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you allowed to show a film on Twitch?
That's the thing. I don't know if it could be done. I know that Amazon shows, I think, could be shown because it's owned by Amazon, right? But I need to dig into it. But if it won't be Mutasoul, they said, yeah, Mutasoul. I will do it. But I think if it's not gonna be happening on Twitch, it could be like off Twitch thing, you know. It could be on the Discord. It's still like part of involving in community, you know what I mean? Like maybe everyone can watch it on their own, on their phone or their computer, but we're all gonna chat in the Discord channel, you know. We're not gonna talk, but we're gonna type, you know. And I think it can be pretty interesting, you know.
Yeah. What genre would you go for? You're a horror man, surely.
I don't know, dude. I love 80s and 90s movies, like with Arnold and Jackie Chan and all that jazz. It's just
wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, I get that. Yeah.
What about you?
No, well, I don't know. I think what would be really cool, and I would watch, is if you set up like a face cam and we see your reaction to like a really scary horror movie.
I hate horror stuff, dude. I hate it. I'm yelling like a little girl, and
that's exactly what we want.
But dude, I literally I can't stand it. I literally, after the movie, when the stream is over or everything's over, when I go to bed, I'm literally like turning lights everywhere, just going from one room to another because it just screws with my head. Like,
so then, okay, that could be like a 2-part thing. We could watch the horror movie with you, and then the second part of that is watch your sort of post trauma develop, like a 24 hours after the viewing.
And here we go. We're getting the live stream where people just watch the daily life of the React streamer.
A day in the life of Naz.
Yeah.
Post horror movie.
Well, if we start from there, why stop there? I need to get my hot tub, I guess. I'm gonna get like a yeah, like a pole dancing. Why stop there, dude? Like we just keep
whoa.
Going. Yeah.
Why stop there? You went straight to pole dancing very quickly, Naz.
Yeah, I mean, dude, hot tubs. You know what was the situation with hot tubs on Twitch, right?
I saw a few sort of memes, but can you explain to me what was going on with the whole hot tub thing?
It's pretty easy. Just a bunch of girls and guys were almost stripped to their like bikini and stuff like that. They were floating on bananas and their hot tubs, and they're just, you know, doing some interesting angles and stuff, and they brought a lot of attention. And people were like, why it's allowed, right? Why it's not banned? Because you cannot do over-sexualized content. But it just stayed there for many days, and now they have their own category, dude. And that's crazy. Like,
is there?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait.
You can check hot tubs. Check hot tubs on Twitch right now if you want, and there will be a category.
I'm doing that right now.
Do it.
I want to, okay, browse categories.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it myself also.
What? This is what it's come to.
Yeah.
We're watching
hot tub streamers, dude, right now. Top quality, dude. Highly intellectual thing, just like, how do you think
Is
she's
it on
gonna...
the games part?
Yeah. What?
Wait. It's not an esport, is it? Wait.
Nah, soon
There's
there'll
a
be
market there.
Yeah, soon there'll be an esport team for a hot tub streamers, dude. It's hilarious, but it is what it is.
Pools, hot tubs, and beach. Oh
Yep.
my
Yep.
lord.
Just check it out, dude. Check it out.
Ooh.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
What is that? Hot chickens with wait. Oh, that's a bird bath with actual birds, like wildlife.
What are you looking at?
That's not far down. It's hot chicks with thick mustaches. It's called that, but it's actually just like wildlife birds.
Well, it could be like a meme where people actually are doubling down on this, and they actually did like a... Because a lot of people were looking at this like, what is this? Why this section or like exists, right? And they just decided, you know what? Let's just put some ducks or some chicken into the hot tub and make a fun of all the hot tub streamers, you know? It's like...
Yeah, there's a few guys in bikinis, which, you know, is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's also pool yoga.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing yoga, Naz?
Oh, I don't
can
know.
see you doing yoga.
Yeah, just like I'm gonna take their tactics, and like I'm gonna reach for my for my remote or whatever, how their tactics they do, like, 10 subs, I'm gonna write the name on one arm, 10 subs on another, their kind of stuff, what they do with those kind of streams.
Sorry, I'm just writing this down. Keep going. Just say that again.
Okay, so the 10 subs for one arm, 10 for another. For the thighs, you can get like 20, I think. And
if I show thigh, I will gift 20 subs. Wait.
Yeah, they gift you, so if the people gift you 20 subs, you write down their name on your thigh, dude.
Right. So I need to shave my thighs. Is that what you're saying? If I need to grow my channel, I need to show a bit of thigh.
Yep. Exactly. That's the straight to the moon, dude. That's the tactics, basically.
Shave thigh. Okay, I got it. I've got it written down. I'm gonna put a post-it on my wall.
Yeah, and you can get like multipliers. Like if someone gets like 2 times for 40, you do like, I don't know, both thighs and the arms or something like that. There's a lot of tactics, dude. Just genius tactics, dude. And here you go, and you're the top streamer.
Yeah, I'm gonna close that tab now.
Yeah.
Before I get too involved.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. It is what it is. Hey, look, it is what it is. Where there's a hole in the market.
Yep.
You're gonna fill the hole, aren't you?
Yeah. It's more about like people. Someone just saying I've spent too much time on these streams. I never watch those kind of streams. Okay, I don't need it. Okay. They're just trying to shame me for knowing so much information about them. But
what, your viewers know a lot about this category?
Yeah, I know, right? They know a lot about this. I just found out about it just recently. I know, right? It's just crazy. Most of
and
my
you're
viewers,
you're like, hey, chat, when are you gonna tell me about this?
Yeah, dude, they're shameless, dude. Look at them, just watching all this stuff. But it's not about the speaking of the market. If there's like a demand, there will be a supply, right? It's not I understand that. It's more of the reason why people are mad is because it's like in TOS, in terms of service, there are lines about over sexualized content, right? And the fact that the teenagers can watch it, and yeah, if kids want to watch stuff like that, they will find a way, right? But it's more about like some people can get banned for a smaller thing, and some people can just do those bikini stuff and they're completely fine, like this was the most annoying thing.
Yeah, do you keep up to date with what major Twitch streamers being banned and for what reason? Did you have an example of something that controversially happened?
No, it's mostly like people just bringing up or DMing me on telling me, like, I have a couple of people who are like watching some mostly big streamers, and they kind of like revolve around some news on Twitch, and they're like, hey, have you heard about this, and have you heard about this? I'm like, that's interesting, and then I maybe Google it and find some information, and that's it. Because I think it's like revolving around the big Twitch news and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just like a giant time hole. You have so much is happening, right? There's so much content and stuff like that, and it's like a YouTube hole also, so
Yeah. Shannon from my chat said it was all over YouTube, the sort of hot tub thing that was going on. Yeah, and it is like a meme in itself, the whole idea. It's just a big, I don't know, mountain made of a molehill, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of can say so.
And at the moment, there's sort of this, what's this culture? Oh, it was in the news. It's like a is it deleting culture?
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? What have you heard about it?
I've heard that it's mostly happens to people on YouTube and stuff like that, where a lot of kind of like either gaming channels or like maybe someone's popular, right, and they have a gigantic followage on Twitter or YouTube, and then their fans, like when some celebrities, sort of like gaming celebrities or whatever, interact with each other, and there will be like a fight between them, not a real fight, right? Something happens or someone offends someone, their fan base just goes after that person and just spams like very nasty, very disturbing thing on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram, and just, or they're bringing up that this person is racist, or they said sexual things and yada yada yada, so they try to cancel the person for, you know, whatever. And it's very unhealthy, I think, and it's a sign of a modern age, I guess, where people are getting too invested into the people they don't know, and they spend their time by harassing other people, basically, you know.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much up on it on myself. I've just seen the odd headline here and there. I don't really know too much about what's going on about it. But
yeah,
you know, if people can do what they want to do, I suppose. Obviously, nothing really bad or illegal or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a controversial topic, isn't it? I mean, any answer we could say now, someone was going to disagree with it, I reckon.
Yeah, but then again,
which
go on. I just interrupted you.
Which in itself is a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an opinion. Yeah. And that's it. I can't say anything where everyone in my chat and your chat is going to agree.
What did you tell? What did you say? I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna cancel you on Twitter. That's it. You're done. That's it. One more word, dude, and you're banned from all of the platforms, dude. It's
exactly. Oh, me.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a kind of like a big problem. I think it's mostly based around the idea that the fans are just getting too obsessed with a certain person, and they try to protect that person, and they go after another fan base. But then again, there's like a double-edged situation, right, where if one side is not going to protect another, the another side is going to just harass everyone in their comments and whatever, and it brings up a lot of negativity, sort of. And I think it's just people are too invested, you know. It's about that.
Well, the amount of power that a fan base has, and that individual is the biggest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Like, you have access to thousands, if hundreds of thousands of people, and you are an important part of their lives. The influence is huge.
Yeah.
And it just makes the whole fan base that someone has a tool that should be, or a power that should be really carefully looked after.
Yep.
And not everyone, and really you don't really have control over that.
Yeah.
Which is such a tough thing, especially, you know, if you came, or if I became a big Twitch or whatever, if a miracle happened and my fan base was speaking for me on anyone's behalf and upsetting, it's not like we have any control over that, which is just a shame. Because usually people have really worked hard to build up a fan base.
I kind of like agree and disagree in some of the things, right? I agree that it's a very volatile and it's enormous power, right? Where you probably didn't even plan to have, right? And but I still think there's a certain, like a portion of control you can have. You can vocalize your thoughts, right? You can actually be firm, because some people probably not gonna hear this and they're still keep going and harassing other people, but most of the people probably will understand, or at least refrain themselves from doing this, because I think what most people in those situations do, they do not be firm with their community, right? Like all those big personalities, they have a gigantic fan base, but they never be firm. They never do like a statement like, this is not cool, this shouldn't be done, because they're afraid to lose their audience, because their audience is connected to their success, right? If they're gonna say something which is gonna be very unpleasant for the big audience, they might lose their followers, right? They might lose their fan base, and then they're gonna lose their financial stability, their popularity, because you're just gonna disappear like that, right? And I think it's hard because your success is tied up to the community you build around, but I think you still need to be firm in this one, even if it's an unpleasant thing. So, you know,
I mean, when you get to that stage of popularity, though, I mean, I know this is probably different for YouTube and Twitch, but it is in this case for musicians. How much control over that do you have left when other people, you've got managers, you've got agents involved. There's people who control your social media for you.
Yeah.
So it's really, really, really difficult situation to be in. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I can promise you that. But yeah, you're right. I get it. Yeah, it's a really difficult topic actually to touch on.
I like it. I like to discuss it, although it's not that we're in this position. It's still interesting to discuss it, right? While it's pretty interesting because for the most part, when you just talk with people, most of the time you do the small talk, right? And you ask the same thing again and again, and then you just kind of rolls over it. Sometimes you have a lot of questions and thoughts bottled up, and you just want to talk about something difficult and stuff like that. I don't mind to talk about stuff like that. So, all good.
That's all good. I've got someone in my chat wanting to join the call to explain it. No. For now, I'll listen to you later on, Shannon. I will listen to you later on.
What are you trying to explain?
I don't really. Sometimes people get cancelled for shitty things. Was a message. I want to join the call and actually explain it. Yeah, I think was she agreeing with you? Yeah, I think. Is that right, Shannon?
It's like, yeah, sometimes people are getting canceled for real because they're assholes and stuff like that. That was mostly about the situation when more of the aspect of control over the community, right? Where it's hard to do it, and you might probably you'll have to trade one or another. You're either gonna get more popular and you keep your audience and you grow more, or you kind of lose your audience or significant maybe portion of it, but you stay to you're trying to do less damage, sort of. I don't know, it's hard because I agree with you, the more audience grows, the less control. I think it's the same thing with the Twitch chat, right? I've never been in a situation where the chat was out of control, because this is the reason I don't have mods, right? Because the chat is under the control, but I think when you have thousands and thousands of people, right, you cannot read all of those messages. You cannot answer on those, and I think you have almost no control, how they behave. It's like a volatile, this abomination or organism which just basically transforms from individuals into this emote blob, which kind of reacts to this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. I completely agree. Seeing that sort of force as some kind of ever-changing organism.
Yeah.
Just this thing. That's a good way to put it. That's just constant and changing all the time, and there's so much information going in. I mean, these people have got 40,000 viewers. I think they've got several mods and things, but
it's not gonna help. I think it's still enormous, gigantic information pile, right?
It's just imagine it's almost having the entire internet talking to you. Imagine that.
Yeah,
it's just mad.
Yeah,
all those opinions, all those views, and statistically they're all not going to be agreeing with what you're about and things like that.
That's true. That's completely true. And in this situation, yeah, I think you cannot control what people say and stuff like that, but there are tools there where I think streamers can do sort of, it's like a double-edged sword, right? You either keep some of the people who are being very, very let's say problematic,
outspoken. No, problematic. Go on.
I mean more of people who are very controversial, so to speak, right? Who are maybe being dicks to others and stuff like that. Some people might think, oh, no matter what they do, there's still a viewer, right? And it just keeps you up in the number. But some people might think, fuck that, I'm gonna pardon my French, of course, it's better to lose that kind of person and ban them, right? Rather than just, it's hard because the whole success on Twitch it turns around the numbers, right? It's more about the bigger, the higher you are, the better chances of you're gonna get higher and higher. It's like a snowball effect,
But creating all this controversy, it's free advertising.
Yeah.
Which is also things what people talk about, isn't it? And consider. It's we're gonna make BBC headlines. It's free advertisement. People pay so much money to put their sort of image, brand, channel, whatever it is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can be in a headline, that's free advertisement.
Yeah.
Positive or for worse. At least people know who you exist.
Yeah.
And that's an option.
It's like I completely agree with you. I think because the modern age's goal, so to speak, is the attention. It's like what the big corporations with like Google or Facebook, they're craving for your attention, right? This is how why they build the algorithms and stuff like that. The modern popular platforms like YouTube and Twitch, they're also the main thing is the attention, right? If you got the attention, you're gonna make it. You don't have the attention of other people, like you're just gonna be like in this obscure situation, right? It's the next, like this it's weird because it's such a new thing for our species, I think. So, you know. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah, that is perfect. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a saying. It is what it is. I think I use that too much, you know. It is what it is.
It is what it is, dude. It is what it is.
Hey, when you we were talking about this podcast earlier, you said we were gonna derail a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What does derail mean?
I don't know. It's just like we're in one. Maybe I just put it in the wrong words. It's just basically when it's keeping track on one topic, but because I have no plan or no like questions, let's talk about this and this and this, we're just gonna move from one topic to another. It's just like we're like the train off the tracks, basically, and just, you know.
Well, yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is, sir. It is what it is.
Derailing is fun. We've got to the hour mark. I'm gonna have to go soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here.
I need to actually do some streaming myself today.
Mm-hmm.
At some point.
Yeah.
And later on.
When do you want to wrap it up? Like in how many minutes?
Should we do it now?
Yeah, we can do so if you want to. Can you please like tell quickly your info and stuff like that so people in the chat can know about stuff? I'm obviously gonna upload it on YouTube if you don't mind. On conversation, I'm gonna put like the links to your channel and stuff like that, if you know.
Hey, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just happy to have had a chat with you. It's really cool.
Same, mutual.
And same with your chat as well. Thanks for listening, guys. And some people have actually come across and followed, which has been really, really kind.
Yeah, they're very good people.
Ava Glampire, for example, thank you very much for the follow. Naz, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, same, sir. Same.
Let me know if you've got any plans and would like to do things again. It's been wonderful.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much for actually like responding immediately. Like, let's do it. It means a lot. Thank you for spending your time.
Hey, anytime, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Cool. All right.
Good luck. Enjoy your showers listening to jazz.
Oh yeah, I will. And if you need to wake you up when you're naked, you know, you always know who you need to ask.
I'm glad that's what we got out of this conversation.
Yeah. All right, dude.
Bye-bye.
See you later, dude. It was a pleasure. Bye. Well, chat. What up? That was the podcast. What do you think? What do you think, dudes? We derailed a lot. I like that. I told you he's a very good guy. And, yeah. That was good, Bedge. Did you take a good nap, Invoke? Went to bed at the beginning of the podcast, woke up just now. Is that what it is? Would listen again? Hell yeah.